So Laura increased in intensity by 46 miles per hour in a 24-hour period, and now a Category 2 hurricane that is some 335 miles southeast of Galveston, Texas, and 315 miles southeast of Lake Charles, Louisiana. And when you take a look at this storm, it just covers a good portion, some 40, maybe 50% of the Gulf of Mexico. And you can see all the moisture associated with this system as it has become a Category 2, a very powerful Category 2 hurricane. In fact, 1 more mile per hour and it's a Category 3 storm, and that's expected to happen later on today as well. So this is definitely a storm that's got our attention, and we're going to continue to follow very, very closely. High pressure continuing to drive it to the west, and the wind shear that's off over Texas right now is going to help to drive it to the north. That low pressure trough in that direction as well. It's still got some dry air out ahead of it, but apparently not anything significant enough to weaken this storm at all. So it's become a very impressive looking system, pretty well defined eye right now. The water temperatures 86, 87 degrees along the coastline, plenty warm enough for further intensification, and unfortunately that's what is expected to happen. It's about 172 miles south of Terrebonne Parish and the hurricane force winds are being felt some 70 miles from the center of this storm. Tropical storm force winds being felt some 175 miles from the center of the storm. So its storm has a very wide reach, and the convection around the center there, that well-defined eye that you could see just there, it is pretty significant, and it's going to get even more significant. Wave heights out here up to 40 feet and about 15 feet out ahead of this storm along our coastline are just south of us here in southeast Louisiana. Wave heights up to 20 feet. And here's a look at what the models are saying this thing is going to do. And they are generally in agreement that it's headed towards that Louisiana-Texas border area. And when you put the Hurricane Center forecast track on top of the models, you can see that it's generally right there in the middle of what everything is saying. So here's the National Hurricane Center forecast track up close and personal. Again, this storm is moving northwest at 15 miles per hour. Keep in mind that at one point it was moving west-northwest at 21 miles per hour, but expected to be a Category 4 hurricane later on this afternoon and make landfall as a Category 3 system with 120 mile per hour winds, and then on up to the north and on off to the east and then into the Atlantic. So there's a hurricane watch that's in effect to the west of us, something to keep aware of. A hurricane warning well off to the west of us in the area that this storm is expected to land. Tropical storm watch for us along the coastline, and that's in effect for those of us down here on the South Shore, most of the South Shore. And as you can see, those storm surge advisories along the coastline, 4 to 7 feet is a possibility, 3 to 5 feet over towards St. Bernard Parish and the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and for Lake Pontchartrain, Lake Maurepas, 2 to 4 feet of storm surge is a possibility. And then the flash flood watch has been issued as well, and that's in effect until 7 p.m. tonight. Not for all of us, but for everyone that is shaded in that green or that lime color. Quaylen Murphy, a lot of rainfall possibly on the way.
Yeah, I think Thursday and Friday is going to be the best chance for that rainfall, Damon. We're just getting sort of moistened up here with the atmosphere, seeing that cloud shield extending into the region. But this is Laura, and you can see here that eye is visible on the satellite imagery. The showers beginning to come into view as well, and we'll incorporate some of those throughout the day today as Laura is churning to the northwest. The wind will be coming in from the east on the North Shore initially, and then by this afternoon, 2 o'clock, I think we'll start to see more of that southerly component for the North Shore that will already be in effect for the South Shore as well. So that's one thing to consider throughout the day through the afternoon. We'll see Laura moving towards landfall overnight tonight or late tonight, and the wind still coming in from the south for us. Notice not too much rain even through tonight. So just very spotty on the showers and storms. And then once Laura is inland, then it starts to pull more moisture our way with the tail of that system. So by late tomorrow morning, we're going to have some of those rain bands pulling through Terrebonne, Lafourche. This is where we could start to see some concerning rainfall at times, depending upon the setup, maybe some isolated stronger storms too. By 7 p.m. we're probably catching a break, and then I think a chance for more rain and storms developing on Friday, starting in the morning hours, and this will continue through the afternoon. So as far as the flood risk today, it's a low 1 for us. It's a level 1 of 4 wherever we see some isolated rain bands setting up, but it increases tomorrow, a level 2 for most of us through Thursday afternoon. Most most rain totals will be between 1 and 2 inches, but those outlying bands could provide that locally heavy rainfall. So that's again why the flash flood watch is in view. We also have the severe outlook to contend with as well. Today, the risk is a level 2 of 5 for areas west of the lake generally, and for the South Shore for those isolated bands that we could see today. Tomorrow, it starts to loosen up a bit more and it drifts more to the west, so mainly west of I-55. As far as those winds are concerned, they're going to start pumping up, I think best this afternoon around the coastline. This is 2 o'clock, so a higher chance for some tropical storm force gusts. You can see that decreases as you get around the city and to the east as well. That's not to say we won't have gusty winds, but we're talking about 39 plus miles per hour. And you can see we'll probably get into that zone this afternoon along the coastline. We'll see more gusts throughout the day today and also through the overnight hours as well through Thursday. And then as we get into the afternoon hours today, also of course with sunshine, we'll be heating up. Right now 80s for most of us, 79 in Hammond. Temperatures into the weekend will heat back up as well, but Thursday and Friday, I think more impacts coming our way. That's the latest forecast. More after the break.